Welcome to the video lecture series on electronic devices and circuits. In this video lecture, we are going to study the working of JFET and the characteristics of JFET. Biasing of JFET. So in this JFET, in previous video lecture we have studied the construction, and there we have seen that the polarities of voltage applied between gate and source and drain and source. So here gate to source, this junction is always reverse bias. So gate to source voltage is always reverse bias. Therefore the VGS voltage applied between the gate and source, this voltage is negative for N channel and positive for P channel. And due to the reverse bias, the gate current is very negligible, or we can say that gate current is equal to 0. Now here we'll study how the drain current will vary as we change the VDS voltage. So the VDS voltage is positive towards the drain and negative towards the source. So it is a positive voltage. So what we'll do, we'll study the working of JFET under the condition, first condition, that VGS voltage is 0 volt and this VDS is some positive voltage. Then what we'll do, we'll study the second case where VGS is less than 0 volt and VDS is again some positive voltage. And third case, when VGS is very less than 0 volt and VDS is same positive voltage. First condition, VGS is 0 volt and VDS is some positive voltage. So for that, this is our N channel JFET. These are the doped P regions. These two P regions are connected together to form the gate. Here I'll show like this. Here is the drain and here is the source. So between drain and source, a positive voltage is applied. Let's consider that positive voltage as VDD. Okay, and it is positive and negative. This is VDS. This is gate terminal. So we have to apply VGS is equal to 0 volt. So what we'll do, we'll keep or we'll connect this gate terminal at the source terminal. So here the gate and source, both the terminals are at same potential. We are going to vary this VDD from 0 volt to some positive voltage. Now here what happens, the channel is N channel. When we apply the VDS voltage between drain and source, the electrons will come out from this source terminal. So these are the electrons and these electrons are drawn towards the drain and will get the flow of conventional current. So electrons are moving in this direction, so our current will move in this direction. This current is called as ID, and the same current will get at the source terminal, that is 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 equal to ID, means the source current and the drain current are same. So the drain current flow causes a voltage drop along the channel, and the voltage drop will reverse bias the gate to source junction. Here what happens? Here a depletion region is formed initially. During the construction only a depletion region is formed, but when we are applying a positive VDS voltage, this depletion region width will go on increasing like this, and since the current will flow, due to this we will get the voltage drop through this channel. For understanding that analogy, let's consider, here I will draw another diagram. This is N channel, this is drain, this is source, this is gate. Okay, now consider VGS is at 0 volt, and here this N channel is having a uniform resistance. Now we'll broke that uniform resistance like this. Like this, and across this path we'll get the voltage drop. Suppose we have applied 2 volt, so here source is at 0 potential compared with drain. At drain we are having the 2 volt supply. So let's consider this is point A, point B, point C, this is source and this is drain. So at point A we are having voltage drop of 0.5 volt, at B the voltage drop of 1 volt, and here we are having 1.5 volt. So if we observe the gate terminal with respect to source, here the gate is reverse bias by only 0.5, but here if we observe the gate with respect to drain, that is having reverse bias with respect to 1.5 volt, and we know that more the reverse bias, more is the width of depletion region, and due to this what happens, the width of depletion region is more towards the drain side compared to the source side. Means this depletion region is widened towards drain compared to the source. Means here it is more reverse bias compared to this. Here less reverse bias, and here depletion region is more reverse bias, so that's the depletion region width is more towards the drain compared with the source. So that's why the width of depletion region is not same on this channel, and since it is reverse bias, Ig current will be equals to 0. Now as we are increasing the VDS voltage from 0 to few volts, the current ID will established and it will increase with respect to Ohm's law. Now let's consider, here I will draw the plot of this drain current which is in milliampere, and on this axis let's consider it is VDS. Now as the VDS voltage increases from 0 to certain positive value, or what happens, our drain current will go on increasing like this. Okay, but here the value of this VDS will be reached at one level where this width of depletion region go on increasing, and at this particular point these two depletion regions will go and touch with each other. So this condition is called as pinch off condition. This is called as pinch off condition of channel. Means here the channel is pinch off, means the constant value of or constant current will flow through this channel. Here we can observe that two depletion regions are touching each other, but in actual these are not touching each other. A small gap is present, and through that small gap the constant current is going to flow, and due to this, after this point is Vp. After this point our value of current will go to the constant level. Okay, so here this value of current is called as IDSS, and this is the maximum current reached when VGS is equal to 0 volt in case of JFET. So this curve we are getting due to the N channel resistance, and here what happens at this level, what happens, the resistance go on increasing because the width of this channel is going to decrease. So here resistance increases due to width of channel decreases, and that's why our current will now go and it will stable at one value, and that value of current is called as IDSS. It is called as a saturation level. So it is saturation level for current, and it is reached when VGS is equal to 0 volt. So when VGS is equal to 0 volt, at that point we are getting the maximum current flowing through the device, that is IDSS. Now we'll see the second case when VGS is less than 0 volt and VDS is some positive voltage. So for that, here we are going to connect the battery whose negative terminal is at gate and positive terminal is at source. Let's consider here we are going to apply initially minus 1 volt at the gate terminal, and due to this what happens, initially the depletion region created, that depletion region will be more. Now here what will happen, the gate terminal will be less reverse bias towards S compared to drain. That means more reverse bias is towards the drain. That's why at drain side the width of depletion region will be more, and initially it is more. That's why as we are going to increase the value of VDS, our drain current will go on increasing. But now here the pinch off condition will be reached earlier compared to VGS is equal to 0. Now here it is VGS is equal to minus 1 volt. So for this VGS is equal to minus 1 volt, our this saturation value will be reached earlier compared to VGS is equal to 0. Okay, this is because at the initial stage only, when we are applying VGS is equal to minus 1, the width of depletion region is more. Now as we increase this from minus 1 to minus 2, again the width of this depletion region will increase, and the level will be reached where the channel gets pinch off. That level will be reached at earlier voltage compared to the VGS is equal to 0 case. So this is the pinch off voltage VP. It is called as pinch off voltage, at which our channel is pinch off, means these two depletion regions will touch each other. Now the third case, when VGS is more negative than previous case. Again in this case also what will happen, the initial depletion region width will be more compared to VGS is equal to 0 volt, and as we are going to increase VGS from minus 1 to minus 2 volt, minus 3 volt, minus 4 volt and so on, what will happen, this width of depletion region will increase, and the width of channel, this is the channel width, this channel width will go on decreasing. Okay, so the condition of saturation or maximum current will be reached earlier compared to the VGS is equal to -1 volt. So this is the VGS is equal to -2 volt. Similarly, for VGS is equal to -3 volt, this condition will be reached earlier, it is -3 volt, and for VGS is equal to -4 volt. So here the resulting saturation level, it will go on decreasing as we are going to increase the VGS voltage. And here you can observe that if we connect all this, we will get the parabolic curve. As VGS increases, here I will write, as VGS increases, the current level, this ID current level will go on decreasing, and this pinch of voltage VP, it will also go on decreasing in this parabolic manner. This is the pinch of voltage when VGS is equal to 0. This will be the pinch of voltage for -1 volt. This will be pinch of voltage for -2 volt. This will be pinch of voltage for -3 volt, and so on. And at this location, the current will become, for VGS is equal to -4 volt, our current will be equals to 0. This pinch of voltage is negative for N channel, while for P channel the pinch of voltage is positive. Here on this we can observe the region towards the right side of this curve. This is called as a saturation region, or it is also called as constant current or linear amplification region, while the region to the left of this pinch of locus, it is referred as ohmic region. Ohmic region, or it is also called as voltage controlled resistance region. And in this region, JFET can be employed as a variable resistor whose resistance is controlled by the applied gate to source voltage. This gate to source voltage is going to control the resistance of this channel. Now we will see the characteristics of JFET. There are two characteristics. First is drain characteristics, and second one is transfer. So previously we have seen the characteristics. That characteristics was the drain characteristics. The linear relationship does not exist between the output and input quantities of JFET, and the relation between ID, that is drain current, and VGS voltage, that is defined by Shockley's equation. So this is called as Shockley's equation of drain current. So what is that Shockley's equation? It is ID, which is equal to IDSS into 1 minus VGS upon VP bracket square. So here in this case, this IDSS and this pinch of voltage, these are acting as a constant, while this VGS voltage is acting as a controlling element for this ID current. Okay, so here I will draw. Previously we have seen the drain characteristics. So it is drain characteristics, it is between ID in milliampere and VDS in volt. Okay, so this point is called as IDSS. IDSS. It is for VGS is equal to 0 volt. Next is for VGS is equal to minus 1 volt. Next is for VGS is equal to minus 2 volt. Next is for VGS is equal to minus 3 volt, and this is VGS for minus 4 volt. So this is the drain characteristics. On this side we will draw the transfer characteristics. Transfer characteristics is between ID in milliampere and VGS in volts. So this is transfer characteristics. So for drawing this transfer characteristics, we will refer this Shockley's equation. In this Shockley's equation, let VGS is equal to 0 volt. So if we put VGS is equal to 0 volt in this expression, what value for ID we are getting? So we will get ID will be equals to IDSS. So this will become 0. So the bracket value will be 1. So it is IDSS into 1. So ID will be IDSS. So let's consider this as a point A. And if we put VGS is equal to VP, so VGS will be VP, will put this bracket will become 0. That means this whole term will become 0. So ID will become 0. Let's consider this as a point B. Now we will draw these 2 points on this characteristics. So when VGS is equal to 0, our ID will be equals to IDSS, means at this location we are having point A, and for VGS is equal to VP, ID will be 0. So pinch off voltage is minus 4. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is our point B, and here we can draw the characteristics. So for minus 1 we are having the value of current this much. For minus 2 we are having this much current, and for minus 3 we are having this much current, and when we draw these points we will get the transfer characteristics. So this is transfer characteristics, and this one is the drain characteristics for JFET, and this value minus 4 volt is nothing but the pinch off voltage for N channel JFET. So here in this video lecture we have seen the working of JFET under 3 conditions. Then we have also studied the characteristics, then the Shockley's current equation. Thank you.